Suntem live pe sistem, grasulei.
Mergeați intru.
Bine. Începem povestea imediat, grasulei. Hă? Mindiar.
Poveste fără sfârșit?
Ceva aproape.
Was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job. Said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist.
Maria.
Safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. Mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullet slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. Took me half a year to get a feel for it.
Cred că să-mi termină istura de Rumi.
Into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time by a radical group of pro-human purists.
După care voi intra să urmăresc game-ul.
Radically opposed to human augmentation. They claim to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. Wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik
That
brought me
might
to another city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the AUG in Sarif's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the Triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarif Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPLs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit's satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up, looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The Mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before, Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down, and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the Mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities, and the UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor-turned-philanthropist who had once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Seraph had a lot riding on Darrow.
Who's understood takes like
Megan's
you?
discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Seraph Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Seraph, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped to Tower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Seraph's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. It was sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hyron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship to Singapore, and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. Their little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Seraph had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time will give us the answers. I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen, am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you.
Listen up, all of you.
We got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Aran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get him tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle a buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. Is Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess.
Yeah, this.
Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Foi greu.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
La la la.
I'm not leaving my 6 exposed. Give me something lethal.
Your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
We'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute, so we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your number one priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building. You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Task Force Action. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Dubai 2029, zic mă. Suntem în viitor, gras.
What?
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Gen have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
You should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Dictai DLL, mă.
Smart Vision-ul.
Da?
Smart Vision.
Da. Nu te ții. Ia. Ce-am făcut, bă? Dacă nu făceam aia, nu vedeam. Pot să intru pe aici. Wow. No, pula.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Ăla-i, bă.
Toți.
Ce pula mea, mă? Hei, pe doi... Nici mecheria.
Să mă vărs!
Haide, pula.
Să mă vărs.
Să-mi o vărs! A revenit.
Bine ai revenit.
Da, bine, mă. Nu știi cum le dau.
Când a zis bă, pe cius. N-are rost să-l aștepți cu sufletul la gură.
Pilul se joacă Deus Ex Mankind.
Da.
Bă, man, așa m-a prins jocul ăsta.
Tomb Raider. Păi dacă e fain.
Cred că o să-mi iau un poster cu Tomb Raider. Oh, shit! Ai, bă, dar cum?
Avea apucători de-a lui Rufi.
No, Rafi are cale.
Cum Rafi zice, ne auzim mâine.
Listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big and it's gonna hit
Într-adevăr, e
hard.
mâine, dar luna viitoare.
Does it? Confirm visual?
I
Bă,
can.
jocul ăsta e super bun.
Time is not on our
Luna
side.
viitoare.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
Aseară cum o zis? Ne auzim mâine.
Da.
Dar o zis el odată, bă, un pic și au intrat din, nu știu, noiembrie, au mai intrat în aprilie. Ceva de genul.
Ce pula mea,
Au zis că se
mă?
duce să mănânci, să ștearbă niște cremă. Și gata.
Da, da, și a intrat în martie, pula. Ce aseară o zis? Ne auzim mâine seară. I-am zis, mâine seară de la anul.
Bă, din păcate m-au ținut ăștia. Bă, dar jocul ăsta e super, man, așa îmi place maxim. Pilul, l-ai terminat jocul ăsta?
Nu. Penultimul l-am terminat. Penultimul. Ăla e ultimul. Cel roșu.
E lung? Adică cât ai jucat tu?
Bă, nu știu să zic. Cred că.
Bă, ceva n-am făcut bine.
Ăla ultimul, cel roșu acum, dacă e lung. Cât am jucat
Da,
eu?
cât ai jucat tu, da.
Am jucat câteva ore bune, oh.
Bă, eu cred că cu toată bunăvoința va trebui să-i rachetez pe ăștia. Am originit și acum văd că nu mai iasă din stand-ul ăla de... Sunt alert, știi?
Te-ai în gâtul, mătii. De nemuritor.
Hai, bă, mai vine o tură aici la mare. Bă, jocul ăsta e genial, bă. Nu știu cine o făcut. Square Enix.
Jensen, watch your 20.
Genital.
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications
Bă, dar n-ai,
booster.
mă,
If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
Cred că o să-l joc pe ăla dinainte.
Te joci, că e mișto și ăla. Bra.
Ăla de nu-ți recunoaște piesele din calculator. joacă Flavia acum, Tomb Raider 2001.
Care, ăsta de acum? Sau care?
Nu.
Dar ai skin, bro. M-am pus la un foc. Ceva zile.
Ai skin-uri, man, da.
Și
Ai mai multe,
skin-urile-
nu numai unul. Ca
Da,
să o
da.
îmbraci pe fată. Șmec.
Și în funcție de skin primești anumite, nu, abilități,
Aha.
îți dă ceva în plus sau minus. Dar are skin-urile alea care, de când era jocul cu Angelina Jolie.
Da, da. A murit ca un căcat. Gamia-și pula.
The Dick.
Ha?
Skin of the Dick.
Skin of the slog. Skin of the mădular.
Ce dracu am instalat eu cu într-o zi, Pirlu? Ălea, erau 3 serii, Sky, pula mea și ce mai era.
Da.
Vedea placa video de 1 giga. Zicea că nu-i suficient, auzi.
Dar cum le spunea?
Nu mai știu. Dar vechi, 2007, 2009 și 2010. Urmează să scoată acum iară joc și îți plângi în pumn cât e de șmecher. Numai că... nu mai
Stalker.
știu. Ăla, da.
Stalker?
Aha.
Deci cum nu-ți merge Stalker acum? Pe calculator.
Mă, merge, da. Îmi vedea procesorul ok, îmi vedea tot bun, dar la placa video zicea că e de 1 giga. Și mi-a arătat cu roșu. Portocaliu, așa.
Jensen, watch your 20.
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications.
Pe vremea aia,
You
pula.
can disable it.
Roger that.
Dar iasă acum, la anul.
Câte glonțe îți trebuie în pizdă, mă?
Să vii cu tubul sculat, birou.
Chiar că.
Încarcă, încărcat, iar dracu să te încarci azi.
Mai dă 2 clicuri, mai dă 2 bobărnace la dic.
Bă, i-am asasinat, bă, dar ce frumos i-ai făcut, bă, dar n-ai. Arma direct automat, nici nu măcar nu s-o gândit.
Vai de pula mea, mai am 13 glonțe. După aia trag cu pula. Mai sunteți mulți, mă?
El are probleme mari.
Are.
N-are gloanțe, nu-i se încarcă.
Ce se petrece la Flavii? Da, Lara e... Hei.
Vai, leu. Ce dracu am aruncat? Bă.
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jin's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Sing any second.
Dar vor să ne bate și nici n-am cu ce.
خليل الراجل اللي هيبقى علينا الحاجات جاي كمان شويه روح
اللي بقيت الناس ان انا اعصلكم وخليكم
Ce
يعني
dezolat o
منتظرين.
Patch is clear.
Îmi
Solid
bag pula în
copy.
el.
Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
No. Hai că am găsit șmecherie. Aici.
Eu
Ia.
i-am dat o palmă la ureche și un cap în gură.
Ce fain trage arma asta, mai bine nu trage deloc.
Au murit râzând, l-ai văzut?
Râzând, da.
Uite!
Aha. Cu gura deschisă.
Aha.
Intre și logul în ea.
Bă, pot să updateze ce armele, frate.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helos inbound and this sandstorm's
I-am dat
getting
un pic
close.
de la asta.
You get that comms booster disabled?
Negative. Didn't find it.
Well, you better hope Singh's cover stays intact. Otherwise, you'll be answering to me.
Bă, singura parte tristă aici e că la skin-urile care chiar sunt faine, adică care chiar sunt faine, care chiar îți dau ceva ca lumea când îți pui pe tine, surâte borală. Și alea care chiar sunt faine, nu-ți dă cine este foarte bun.
Nu știu de ce presimt că următoarea misiune o face prin un control panel. Simt eu așa. Control panel și o dezinstalare puternică.
Văleu, văleu. Deocamdată nu.
Cum o zis, că pot să ne batem și eu n-am cu ce.
Access granted.
Ăștia vor să ne batem și n-am cu ce. Și eu n-am cu ce.
Bă, dacă m-a sunat așa, timbru voce așa dezolat,
Nevinovat așa.
așa depresiv, bă, trebuie să ne batem acum.
This is Jensen. House access route secure. Jin shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that. About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted.
Toate astea care le-au pus în morală, frate.
Căcat, mâzgat.
Chiar
Sau mâzgos.
All right, strike force. Position and hold. Strike 1.
Căcat mâzgălit.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4 in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, bro.
Watch your fucking mouth, Holiday.
Both of you shut up. 5 in position.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Ah.
Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on her ass?
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
Pastor. Poți să-mi zici pastor,
The
auzi.
Ox. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash quick and we'll...
Eu. Nick, ce ca... Doamne. Ce mască are ăla? No, no, no.
Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up on
Greedy, making a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Hai, ce-mi place!
Negative. We're under heavy fire down here.
Bă, dar ce tare!
Lăviu joacă cu ea, sculat.
I got it.
Că vine asta aici. E mort.
This is bad.
E mort.
They're closing in.
Good.
We're gonna lose Singh. Jensen, I can't
Good.
reach him.
Mi-am pus un skill care să-i luteze exact, să nu mai stau să mai dau eu E pe ei, știi? După ce i-am dat stealth kill, tot știut asta.
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Hai bro, vină cu acolo. Să vezi ce s-a întâmplat la prietenul ăsta. Ce fain e, man. Hai ce bun. Dar cum mi-am ratat eu jocul ăsta, mă?
Ai ratat-o multe. Băgaria-i pula, măta. Iar a murit. Cred că activăm control panel imediat.
Eu ți-am zis.
Unde cura mătii trage? Stați, bă, ușor.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Uite cum îi trag în ochi și nu moare.
The sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Cred că următorul control panel. Poziția lui Dragon.
Intră în gâtul mătii. De trebuie să am și o viață, ceva în pula mea să-mi dau. Dar nu știu cum. Fly Dubai 2027.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
E bine mă caut noi, căcatul aici.
Ăștia vor să ne batem și eu n-am cu ce.
Da, am 39 de glanțe. Și ăștia-s 300. Dai cu măta. Să văd ce am aici. Blue dot. Blue slog.
Lara Croft, somn.
Vai șamar. Iar a murit.
Vai șamar.
Mamă.
Bă, de ăștia îmi pare rău, dar trebuie să-i mitraliez. Ca pe Venus.
Ca în gară, doi descarcă și altul cară.
Bă, man, dar nivelul de detalii, frate, deci îi... Mamă. Se șterge că nu-i de nămol, când iasă din apă și prinde așa părul iară, cum că vezi, doamne, i s-o da părul. De aia nu, nu știu
Copy that.
l-au făcut.
Văleleu, 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 văleleu. Flavi.
Sărac copilul e sub asediu.
Dacă te-ai uitat la pilă, să vezi.
Prin ce trec?
Văleleu, văleleu, văleleu.
Du-te în pizda, mă.
Doar abdomen.
E un trap, zice, la balastieră. A, uite, sărac, copilul nu știe ce arme să mai schimbe, cu ce să mai tragă.
Da.
A, uite, tot o setare și o opțiune, dar nimica.
Sing is dead! Oh, good fucking job, Jensen, you fucking bellend!
Fă-i pula, fă-i pula.
Avem. Acum am făcut.
Și ce-i fac eu la chopper-ul ăsta?
Dar de cine ai făcut jocul ăsta de gogete?
Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen! You're welcome.
Goge.
Shit.
Goge.
Gogete Vision Game.
Gogete Vision.
Vision Game. Mamă, ăla are aripi, nu ești prost?
Hai de pula mea.
Sau ce dracu?
Solution available to all.
Ăștia vor să ne batem și eu n-am putut.
Cred că-i... Deci... Dai... Gogete Marihuana Vision Game.
Ce-ai făcut de goge?
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara,
Gogete.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens.
It's a new world, Adam. It's afraid of people like us.
De Gogete Vision Game.
You didn't think it would end with the AUG incident, did you?
Cred că are 2 download-uri jocul ăsta.
This is retribution for a tragedy we cannot control.
Unul l-a luat sărac cu kilul să încerce să vadă despre ce-i vorba.
Buried the truth of disinformation.
Man, Deus Ex is fain, jocul fain.
Looks like horrible.
Pe unul l-a luat ăsta, cine l-a făcut să-l aibă și ei.
United Nations Security Council has tasked
Da, mă, dar sărac copilul nu, nici glanțe n-are măcar. Și ăla...
Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
Uite, stilul în Dubai 2029.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them.
Film ăsta, Flaviu, nu mai are baterie la GPS?
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale for success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The Og incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany him.
Kaki.
We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past.
Old school.
This is your chance to deliver.
Nu știu, frate, ce să mă joc, să-mi bag.
We can initiate whenever you wish.
Delta Force Land Warrior.
Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days.
Bă, ar merge să dăm într-o seară.
Juggernaut Collective.
Jaina's won't be an issue. I've made arrangements.
Haide, șlogul nostru.
Cu Game Ranger?
I laid the foundations.
Da.
Now it is time to get
Să
everyone's
dăm un
attention.
Diablo 1 în rețea.
Page. Activate the sleep cell.
Abia aștept.
Bă, dacă vreți îi dăm. Vă arăt cum să facem.
Ce să dăm?
Să vedeți.
Diablo 1 în rețea.
Nu-mi place.
O să-ți placă, pilul, zic eu. Că nu faci nimic, numai te uiți la mine cum mă joc. Intru la Diablo 1 Sfaraon.
Cu hack.
Nu merge pe acolo Diablo 1.
Intri la Diablo 1 cu cheat.
Și de căcat e Diablo 1.
Că nu mere cheat-ul.
Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem.
Acolo,
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Kaki. Să vedem, suntem în oraș acum. Dick Drone, de la poliție.
So sorry.
Very sorry.
Damn it.
Oh, cool. Damn Clank! Why don't you watch where you're going?
Pula mea cum arăta jocul.
Care mea?
Delta Force 1998.
Seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kind of odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman. Could have been a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, like we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into Oman.
Unless they want our team to see something. Officially.
Augover, si pravte si papíry. Si pravte si papíry na inspekci.
Make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
No.
Ne zastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over?
Până în 2000...
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see.
19, 2000, da,
The men who caused all this, the true power brokers,
toate jocurile erau cu
stop. I thought you knew that.
al doilea război mondial, cu primul război mondial, cu epoca de piatră, cu morții măsii.
Doesn't mean turning a blind eye to
Acum, toate jocurile sunt viitor. Păi da, mă!
Ăla e cu al doilea război mondial.
Vreau un joc spre real, așa. Poate să fie și cu, nu știu, în loc de topor să ai o piatră legată de un băț, mă doare în pulă.
hate this city.
O să fie real.
Come on.
Call of Duty, Modern Warfare.
If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why.
Dacă îmi trag armerele, cum le pot customiza.
Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did.
A scapare ăla
It probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Iar am uitat cum îi zice,
Doesn't
să
mean
vezi
he's not in
cum
on it.
customizezi arma la ăla.
Ever heard of the NSN?
Escape from Tarkov.
And TF-29 directors use it to plan ops and communicate in cyberspace.
Nu-mi place.
What's this?
Dar a apărut gratis.
Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus, leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's mother.
Să-mi ba pula mai mult mă uit la videouri decât să mă joc jocul ăsta.
Pizlu și-a instalat serial.
Să-mi ba pula de nu.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah.
Let's get
Ia fi atent. La escape ai una, două. Una, două, trei.
Do you hear that?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 chestii care poți să le schimbi la armă.
Dar nu e așa, wow.
Bă!
Păi mai mult îți customizezi arma decât să-i joci.
Dar jucam în Escape from Tarkov, nu ceva. E early beta, au fost 3 acum, nu.
Deci când termini jocul ăsta, ești armurier. Știi totul despre arme.
Nu-l termin, că-i... Ce pula mea, la Battle Royale slăvit.
Parcă ceva de genul, da.
Ceva de genul, așa-i?
că era la pilot de ne-o cerut mulți bani pe el. Ți-am zis eu că e urât.
De nu-l mai place.
Escape Frontal Cover, s-a început să nu mai îmi placă.
Ai vrut să-l iei, dar nu pot să plecat.
Alex, it's Adam.
No, man, Call of Duty, bro, Modern Warfare.
How you feeling?
A little sore.
Da, mă, dacă eu zic că pe 11 cu treabă plecat, tu nu mă crezi.
Yeah, I'm okay. Been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so...
Nu aștepți, nu stai, nu te uiți, nu... Intru popeală, frate.
No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Câți bani ești?
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon.
Scump. 105 euro sau ceva de genul.
Și ce-mi dai? Ce Ryzen îmi dă banii ăia?
Nu, man, că dacă le iei de pe Blizzard, îl iei cu 60.
Și îmi dă hard, sursă, ce-mi dă de Blizzard?
Bă, bro. Îți dă jocul, dar poți să... Dacă chiar vrei să-l cumperi, poți să urmărești și poți să-l prinzi la ofertă. Că-l mai bagă la 35 de euro.
105 euro. 105
Bro, jocul ăla
euro.
Da, men, ăia sport pus ca tâmpiții, cum erau unii azi noapte, 11.300.
105 euro.
Fără taxe.
Și taxe însemnând TVA?
Da.
105 ori 1,19, 125 de euro. Fără 5 cenți. 125 Google. Curs valutar. Să vezi cum îmi bat pula măta. Curs valutar. Ia să vedem. 125 de euro. Du-te, morții, mătii. Dar de nu mai văd joc viac, mă. Bă, de țin calculatorul numai să ascult muzică de pe Wina, mă.
M-au mâncat pirania, bă.
Cum să vrei atâția bani, mă, pe... Ai.
Puerto Rico.
Bă, dar nici dacă îmi dă garanție pe viață la unitate, mă, nu dau atâția bani pe el.
Mai am poți să le bro la 38 de euro.
Deci la 105 euro plus 105 euro plus TVA, ia-ți 125 de euro, adică 618 lei.
Open blinds.
Bă.
Săracul. Alu Drăgan, e mici de preț.
Google. 600 și calculator.
From?
Ai, mă, dar ăștia se mișcă prea repede, fra.
Play it.
620 de lei. Cât e litru de benzină?
I'm leaving for London soon, but
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
632 împărțit la 6,32 98 de litri 98 de litri împărțit la 4
să mi-o stropesc.
Asta înseamnă 10 rezervoare.
I'll keep you safe. As you wish, but remember, homeowner, this poses a substantial security risk.
Ai, 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 ai. Puerto Rico, na-na, na-na. La Call of Duty aduni și mori.
Ăla e gratis, mă.
De aia aduni și mori.
E bagă anti-cheat luna viitoare.
Aha. Să vezi.
Jocul e fain, dar dacă... Dar nu, oricum o să diminueze, un anti-cheat îi diminuează.
Ce gura, mătii?
Fac o manevră, deși anti-cheat-ul cituiește.
Na. Un pic o să-i încurce pe domnii hackeri.
Puerto Rico. Ia să vedem. La ce Call of Duty?
Warzone. Man, e fain și ăla, man, la Catering, că eu când am jucat cu Petre și cu pe ea la Catering era, că nu pula mea, îs hacker, da 1-2 în tu și tu pe acolo. Nu-i chiar așa.
Cum, bă, eu m-am pus acolo 1-2 și vine unul și violează anuserul, mă, du-te în pula mea.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my dogs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Trace program initiated.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now. There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the violent gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option.
Go.
I got it.
Go to mod.
Open your eyes to the
Beautiful.
truth, friend.
Go to mod.
Știi ce e gras? Că ți iei Warzone să dăm un match?
Fine.
Ai pus la download deja? Te-am auzit întrerupt, nu am auzit bine.
De la net, că-l downloadează.
Hai, da,
Street
da,
is
da.
off limits on your buck. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed.
Trage prea mult și mega acolo.
Keep moving. Heard something.
Let's go.
Du-te, mă, du-te să-mi bag pula în tine de
Mă,
joc.
ce asasinări, bro.
Mă cac pe tine. Căcat de gunoi, pișat, mâzgă, mă piși, mă fut în el de joc de căcat.
Alt F4.
Alt F4, delete, escape, shutdown.